Okay, second video, and thank you all for the interaction. I've took some advice. I'm hoping the mic's louder now. I think I've moved it closer and I've turned it up, so fingers crossed. So obviously if this video does as well, you'll have to let me know in the comments. But so I've come here today to talk about how I believe unprofitability is actually a blessing. Obviously, yeah, you've not got your supercars, you're not getting your 15 grand months, whatever you think blessing, but it is a blessing in hindsight. And what I mean by this, I'm going to make 3 points, and I want to jump into the first one pretty quick because I don't want this video to be forever. You know what I'm saying? So the first one is, I'm going to be looking here because I've got a note down. I'm also seeing if a trade's going to play out, which it doesn't look like it is, which is always fun. It gives you time. And what I mean by giving you time is time to make mistakes, you know? You've got that time to make these mistakes, you know, mess up, have these trades where you enter, go bits to get, and like have these times where you go against your trading plan, which you know you'll learn from, because making these mistakes is how you learn. Like, for example, I remember when I was in the RD's Discord, I once put a screenshot in there like, oh, what does everyone think of this? And I marked it out wrong. Like with this, so if you're trying to get a bullish trade, you have to mark a bearish candle, vice versa. And I remember I marked a bullish candle for a bullish trade. So they were like, oh, you've marked that wrong, by the way. So I made that mistake, and I've learned from it. I haven't done it again since. And then I made another mistake, how I marked one. So when you're marking a bullish candle to make it go down, the only candles that can be in that zone are bearish. So if I ever explain a strategy, I'll show you in a video. But if you're fond of this strategy, then you'll know what I mean. But then I sent that again, and they were like, oh, you blah, blah, blah. So then again, I was like, okay, thank you, made a mistake, got that out of the way, I haven't done that again since, and I always look for that as well, because making that mistake, you realise that, you know, that's not what you need to be doing, and you remember. So that's why I believe that it gives you time to make mistakes. Another point, it's time to get as much knowledge as possible. Like, you want to walk into trading and put your all into it. It's not something where, you know, you can be doing something on the side, something on the side, something on the side, blah, 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 lows, blah, 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 and end up being profit. It's like, I remember watching, if you're a big trader, you'll know who FX Alex G is, buying loads of Bugattis at the minute, fair play to him. And I remember he said in a video, you need to put all your eggs in one basket. Like, this isn't something where you can nip in other eggs, nip in other eggs, nip in other eggs. This is all your eggs in this one basket, and that's how you're gonna, you know, scale. Have I got something on my fucking lip again? Right. Yeah, so that's how you're gonna scale. Right, I'm not going to be able to enter that trade because it's just closed bearish. Maybe if this closes bullish, then we'll be able to enter. But anyway, yeah. So you put all your eggs into one basket, because trading is not something you can come back to once a week, once every 2 weeks. You got to focus on this. It's not a hobby really. You have to make trading your main priority if you want it to work. You know, like, and with the knowledge thing, like, you also have to learn that you can't just put the work in on the charts and expect to be profitable. Your whole life has to change. Not change, but you have to stay disciplined in every aspect, whether that's fitness, whether that's reading, whether that's college. Just keep yourself a disciplined person, and then you'll end up, you know, becoming disciplined all around, which will help you with trading, obviously. Like, for example, I read these days, which I never used to before, but I like reading now. I'm currently reading Atomic Habits. I would definitely recommend that, especially for staying disciplined, because it teaches you how to create habits and stuff like that. But that's another video for another day. If you can hear stuff outside, by the way, I do apologise. A lot of work's going on right now. But anyway, so yeah, that's the first point I wanted to make, which is it gives you time to make mistakes and time to build your knowledge. So jumping into the second point, you don't, obviously you've got pressure, but you've not got loads of pressure. Like, you've not got any expectation. Like, for example, okay, the other day TGR lost 45 grand, something like that. 45k in a day, which is like a lot. And he has fans, he has people that expect things of him. Like, oh, TGR lost 45 grand. I've put money into his course, like, it's my mentor losing 50 grand. But obviously, you're going to have losing days. No one's perfect. Yeah, you can go on big winning streaks, but you don't do that every time. Anyway. But, so obviously, people expected him to win. And he expected himself to win. Because I think he was pretty bummed out about it. I'm not too sure, but he did win 1.5 mil the other day in gambling, but that's beside the point. So, because I saw a video and he was like, oh, I lost 45k, blah, blah, blah. So he seemed a bit bummed out. So he had an expectation of himself not to lose that much. Like, that's the expectation he holds of himself, and he will hold himself accountable for that expectation. Sorry, so you have no expectations because you got no pressure. No one expects this, blah, blah, blah. And you only expect what you know about yourself. So you expect yourself to put the work in. You expect to do 2 to 3 hours a day. You expect to read. You expect to trade. You expect to backtest. You expect blah, 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 blah. All that expectation you have of yourself that you only focus on, because in hindsight you're not profitable. But I'm not profitable, and I'm talking as an unprofitable trader. But I know these are the things that I'm blessed with for being unprofitable, and these are the things that are going to help me get to that profitability stage, which God bless, hope I get that one day. So, a bit of hair sticking up. So, what the hell? There you go, now looking fresh. So, yeah, you have no pressure, and it's only yourself, you know. Obviously, doing like YouTube and that, yeah, I want to build a platform, a community, but in this time, I'm not going to get massive because I can't post my 50,000 win this month, 25 grand a day, whatever, all that jazz. So I'm, trying to build from the bottom, build a small community up to when I do become profitable. So it is only me with it right now. Like, I'm in my own bubble with trading, only me in that bubble with trading. No one asks me about it, no one needs to know about it, and that's how I like it. Obviously one day I want to be profitable, have a community, teach people, whatever. But now, I've got that time to learn, I've got that time to be with myself, and just time to make sure I'm putting in the effort where the effort is needed. And onto the third point, you need to enjoy this phase, the learning phase. You need to enjoy it. If you're sitting there waking up like, oh, I can't be asked to get on the charts and lose 200 quid, I can't be asked to get on the charts and lose again, I can't be asked to get my one win for the week and still end up 2% down for the month, whatever makes you think, oh, blah, 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 I can't be asked for this. You need to enjoy the learning phase. If you don't enjoy it, you're not gonna get somewhere. What was that one quote? Oh my god. There was one, Sam Sulek said it, so oh my god, it's something about, yeah, it's like a man who enjoys the journey will always go farther than the man who wants it for the destination, something like that. So if you're just working on autopilot just to get to the destination, not got anything on your mind other than, oh, destination, yeah, obviously stay tunnel vision, like I'm profitability, but I'm enjoying this learning, I'm enjoying I love backtesting. That's my main source of knowledge at the minute. Obviously I watch videos of that, but backtesting is how I improve on my skill and get better at each trade. I've got all, and another thing, if you do backtest, if you want, I'll go for a video of backtesting. I'll show you how I do it and stuff like that, which is going to be different to everyone else. I keep it all logged. I talk about confluence, I talk about how this may affect me in the real market, talk about how much I made, talk about the risk reward, buy, whatever. Talk about everything on my backtesting, which I love doing. I enjoy backtesting. I enjoy it. It makes me expand my knowledge, which is what I want in trading, because, you know what I mean? Like these past 2 months, I'd say longer, to be fair. I think I started backtesting about November time, maybe October, and I still do it now, and it's now March. That's 4 months, and these 4 months has been where I've got the most knowledge from, honestly. So I'm glad I backtest now. It's how I get most of my knowledge, and I enjoy it. I enjoy this learning phase at the minute. I'm in that difficult, like I said, and I enjoy everyone in there. Everyone's nice, they're sound, they'll help me, and I'll help others. Someone will send something like, oh, is this something valid? I'll be like, look, mate, this is how you mark it. So no, unfortunately it's not, but it is valid if you mark it in the correct way. So then he'll be like, oh, thanks, whatever. And then people will help me as well. So it's just a good thing, and I enjoy in this learning phase, because if you don't enjoy it, it's going to take longer, because you're just sitting there dreading, oh, another day, more back testing, where I'm probably going to lose everything. If you walk into it with a bad mindset as well, as a little honourable mention, you got to keep your mindset right. If you're walking into it like, oh, this is going to be a bad day, oh, blah, 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 whatever, then you're going to lose. You're setting yourself up for failure. If you don't think right, you're not going to be right. Obviously, your trading plan might be solid, have an 80% win rate, but that doesn't mean the market won't go against it. The market, obviously, there is ways to predict it, but it's obviously not your friend. It's not going to do what you say, it's not going to do what you want every time. Obviously, sometimes it will, and if you've got a good plan, majority of the time it might, but it's not going to do what you want every single time, which is just life, which is just the markets, and you can't control that. But I think that's the 3 points I wanted to make, and I think I've gone into enough depth with them. If you want more depth, then mention it, but if not, then that'll be it. Hopefully this video does well the last one. Again, thank you for the interaction. Just blew up. I remember I didn't check it for a couple of days, and started getting into, because a couple of you followed me on Instagram as well, which I appreciate. So I was like, oh, where are all these, because I don't know any mutual, I was like, where are these followers coming from? And I checked my YouTube videos, I was like, whoa, 1.1k views, come on. So, you know, and 20 subscribers as well, that's pretty cool. So, and a lot of comments as well. A couple saying turn the mic up, so I'm hoping this has done it, but a couple showing love, a couple asking for advice, but appreciate it all. Hope this video does as well, and yeah, I think that will be about it for the 3 points I wanted to make about unprofitability, how it's a blessing in hindsight. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video like the last one, let me know. Let me know what you want me to do next. Like, I've got a couple things in my notes app which I want to do. Oh, good news as well, past phase 1 of my challenge. So let me actually show you the trade, how it happened. It's quite funny because basically, so I was trading Euro USD, and it was a good setup, like it was a very good setup, and I wanted to get in on it, so I did. Obviously, where is it? There it is. So it's literally, I don't know if you can be able to see this. You can slightly see that there. So that green bit. So I don't know if it's going to focus. That green bit there. Let me just press on it to highlight it. There. So obviously I didn't even buy in when it tapped the zone down there on that red candle. I didn't even buy in there because I wanted to wait for the green candle entry because it wasn't a good reaction. So I was like, alright, this is going up, I'm just going to enter. And I remember, because trading on your EU to like UK 100 indice pairs, it's a lot different because the lot size is a lot bigger. So I had a lot size of 2.37 or something like that set, and then I entered USD without changing it. I obviously calculated my lot size, but I forgot to change it. So I was like, I entered, I was like, hang on, because it went down straight away because the spread and stuff. It was like down 24, I'm like, hang on, whoa, why is that something? I look at lot size, I'm like, it was at 2, and I was stressing. Phase 1 obviously I need to make 500, and I was stressing. I was sitting there like, no. Obviously, so to be fair, I ended up changing my TP because it was a 1-3 range. I put it down to 1-3. I'm like, I'm not sitting here with my heart on the floor because I was like, well, I didn't want to exit either. And turns out it went pretty much straight to TP and would have got my 1-3. So that passed my last phase. But yeah, that's positive. But yeah, like I said, let me know what you want and I'll try and get it out. So thanks for supporting the last one as well. Yeah.